Hello and welcome. Today I'll be going over the basics of how to play Sword Blox Online Rebirth. In the beginning, once you've gotten to floor 2 and you've found out how to teleport, you'll first want to go to your equipment and want to choose which item you want to start with first. You have a sword and a shield, you have a dagger, you have a rapier and a shield, or you have an iron greatsword. Next, once you have chosen which one you want to begin with, you will go off the spawn pad and you will find an enemy. There are events here that you can possibly get levels off of if you're lucky and hit some mobs, but I wouldn't recommend it. They're for high levels only. For now, these boars will have to do. If you've watched my video on how to fight, then you'll know that there is a triangle method that these boars follow, or that most enemies in the game follow. If you use this triangle method, you can hit them as they walk past you, and essentially be able to kill them while taking minimal damage. As you kill things and level up, you will get skill, and the higher skill you have, the better weapons you can use. You can buy weapons, or you can craft weapons. Crafting weapons requires you to have smithing skill. If we go over to the White Ridge Hollow town here, you'll see there's a blacksmithing area. And you'll see all the items that are listed that you'll be able to craft, all the way down. Any items that you can craft will of course be highlighted. When you go to craft something, and you click it, it'll give you the option just to straight craft. You can hover over the item to see the required materials, the type of weapon it is, the skill required to use it, and the smithing skill required to craft it. The smithing skill is a little hard to see, but it's right underneath the craftable item. Once you've gotten some better gear, after buying weapons, crafting weapons, or buying and crafting armor, you'll be able to equip them in your inventory, and of course move throughout the level to stronger enemies. Currently on floor 2, there are many enemies. There are boars, obviously. If we come over to the mine, you will see that there are nodes. There are iron, the gray nodes, and copper, these rustic kind of looking nodes. You can click these and wait a few seconds to mine this node. This is how you will begin crafting. It'll take 2 of each ore to make 1 ingot, and 1 ingot will get you about 0.1 crafting skill, meaning to get 10 crafting skill in the beginning, you will need to get 200 of iron ore. To be able to craft bronze and copper ore into ingots, you'll have to get to skill 5 first, meaning you have to get at least 100 of this iron ore and craft those into ingots and then come back for bronze, or you can completely fill up your inventory on iron and bronze just all together to get you up to skill 10. Once you have skill 10, you'll be able to craft malachite ingots. And malachite ingots you get on floor 3. We'll talk about that later. But of course in the mine there is a mini boss dungeon. If we enter, you'll see. This area is called the lower dungeons. Once you go down this staircase here, at the very bottom there will be a quest giver. He will give you a quest to kill some kobolds. And I believe the kobold boss. As you can see, there are corrupted sentinels here. You can kill these for more skill. These enemies have a higher skill cap, give more XP, and can drop a shield called, I believe, Obsidigard, which is the best shield you can obtain on floor 1. There's also another quest NPC down here. When you talk to her, she will give you a quest to find the admin console within this dungeon. and she will reward you with a skill 25 sword called the Neko Slayer. If we go through here and we look around, I don't believe I remember exactly where it is. The admin console should be here. Once you enter this room, it'll automatically reward you with the skill and XP and the Neko Slayer item. Now, there is the boss, the mini-boss, I should say. The Shadesworn the Corrupted. He is essentially the same as a Sentinel, but he's a bit taller and stronger. He is the fastest spawning boss / mini-boss in the video game. He spawns just as fast as any other regular mob with 30 seconds. He will drop the Obsidiabite Dagger, which you can use at 10 dagger skill. It deals 10 damage, and he currently gives, I believe, 60 XP, one of the highest XP values on this floor. So once we kill him, we can see he gives 62.5 XP and 125 coal. Anyway, once we are finished here, we can leave, and we can go find another area to farm. There is also the boss dungeon, which I will show you how to get through the maze. And I will show you where the wolves are in this level. The wolves will be over by the tower. Yeah, the boss tower. As you can see, there are wolves here. Wolves are the second strongest. The third strongest, my bad, enemy on this floor. After boars, you would typically come to farm wolves, and then you could go into the mini-boss dungeon and farm corrupted sentinels. Wolves give, if I can kill this one, wolves should give about, come on, 5 XP and 10 coal. Boars give 2.5 XP and 5 coal. And you get boar hide from killing boars, and wolf hide from killing wolves, which you can use to craft armor in the beginning game. Now if we go to the tower and enter, you can see we'll find there he is. It's just spinning. You can find regular kobold sentinels. They have a very strange attack pattern as they move in large circles or oval patterns and like to spin around you. They are much faster than you unless you sprint, and they do quite a bit of damage for low levels. So it's usually recommended to come in here with a party, or not come in here until you've leveled up quite a bit. So for this dungeon, how you want to get through the maze, I'll show you from the beginning here. You want to run straight and take a right. Then from here you'll take a left and go down this path. And you want to go all the way down until the very end of the hallway here. Then you take another left and go this way. And then you take a right, and then just wrap around here and take another right. Then, as you can see, there's only one way to go, to the left, and here we see the boss door. Typically, you can run past all the kobold sentinels. You do not need to fight them, but just for purpose's sake, we'll kill this one, just to show you how much XP and stuff they give. You can see they give you 20 XP and 40 coal. This is a massive bonus from how much they used to give. I believe their old value was 10, so they doubled the XP value and doubled the coal value. Now, as you can see, here's the boss room. It's very brightly decorated, and it has Ilfang the Kobold Lord. You can see his boss information at the bottom. Right now, it's replaced with the Goliath biped because that is the event that is happening currently. You can still see the boss's bar his HP by the bars above his head. Typically they are easiest to see when standing on either his throne here, if you climb it, or you can see it by having somebody distract him or move him to a corner, say over here, and wrapping around the side to see behind his shield. Typically you want to be a fairly high level, recommended usually 10 to 15 before coming here, and to have a group with you. Once you kill this boss, I'll just go ahead and quickly kill him. Okay, please stop. Once you kill this boss, you'll see how much XP he gives, you'll see the items he gives, and there will be a last hit bonus for every boss. If you get the last hit on the boss, you can see, congratulations, we get the last hit bonus, the Code of Midnight. And you can see his XP was 265 and his coal was 125. After that, you have officially unlocked the next highest floor. So then we can go here, onto this teleport pad, and we can type teleport 3, and this will take us to floor 3. And then you can continue farming and fighting more bosses from here to continue going up. This has been the basics of how to play Sword Blox Online Rebirth. I hope you enjoyed.